Hello and welcome to Pardon the Interception, Season 36, Week 5, with your hosts, myself, Lee Wood.
Myself, Nick Taylor.
Myself, Nomis Do.
Let's take a look around the leagues this week, starting off, as ever, with the Grandpa's League. The Dumber Mules had a mare of a week.
Absolute mare.
Hulk got pipped by 1 point.
Yep. Rindwraiths only put up 66 against the Slingers.
I think the big part is they conceded 3.
True.
It's poor.
That's probably when Dave Russell had like the backups to the Tau boys out.
The GFL does seem the league of the people that are trying to tank.
Yeah. It's a lot of like top end, bottom end kind of thing going on.
I think the Pistols beating the Hulk's quite big though. Because the Hulk were smashing it.
Well,
He's on fire today.
They were they tied with the Rindwraiths? I can't remember.
They were, yeah.
They were 3-1, weren't they? Because they lost last week.
Yeah, maybe they were a game behind.
Possible, yeah.
Like can't remember exactly. Nothing else really jumps out though.
Yeah. Stars losing, you know. RJ as shit as ever.
Simon just comes on here to call people out, I think.
Pretty much.
That's the name of the game, Nick. If they're listening, they might give me a comment. I love a comment. Just a comment horn. That's all I am.
Man, there's a real battle at the bottom, isn't it? I guess the Gunslingers have quite the negative points differential, but then like you got the Raiders, the Wildcats, and the Goats with all huge negative points differentials as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a league.
Like, yeah, their combined points scored is like 75 or something between the 4 teams.
So, yeah, we only have 3 undefeated teams, one of which is Aaron.
Yeah, I don't like the look of that.
I mean, one of which is the Rindwraiths, which was kind of a little bit expected.
Aaron's 2 games ahead as well.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, if he wins this week, he nearly locks up that division.
Coach with no name is 3rd place in his division.
Disgusting.
Yeah, he lost this week.
It's pretty close on the NFC side of things.
NFC definitely looks a bit closer. I mean, the North. Well, so I say that, and then I've already looked at the NFC South. that one's the one that looks close. The other 3 not so much.
I guess sort of overall top end looks close. So
yeah,
there's like what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 and 1's 150.
Yeah, there's a lot of people queuing up to lose to Dave Russell in the bowl. So
yeah. Are you saying Aaron's not going to continue through to the bowl?
No.
You never know.
Yeah,
Mr.
True.
The Rays haven't won every year like the Rivets.
Yeah, we should all back Aaron so we can all give him a triple curse. Right. Anything else before we move on?
No.
The Atlantic. The Sandbaggers lost.
The Bath Sandbaggers.
Yeah. Do you reckon he just threw the game so we would stop calling him a sandbagger? So is it the ultimate sandbag?
I don't think he's that much of an idiot because he knows we're just going to call him a sandbag no matter what he does.
Yeah.
Scorpions. Yeah, I still don't know how.
You're the real sandbagger this season. That's what it really is.
Who has still the division at the last minute.
Generals beating the Barbarians is pretty big for that division.
Scorpions getting there. Is that your 5th win of the season, Nick?
It is. We lost both tackles in that game though.
Oh, so you are going 5-5.
I think I got a D and an E, so yeah, it's gonna be fun.
5-5. They'll be back in time for the playoffs.
Chickerell took it out on us beating them quite substantially.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 injuries from them. That's impressive.
Yeah, it was a beating. I think only one of them was special teams or something.
Have you got a rivalry?
Probably.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Yeah, bitter rival. That increases the injury chances.
Yeah, my injury list definitely filled up after that game.
It does look like Nick's missing and an athletic trainer as well.
Overrated.
Not going to help. Not going to help with A, injuries and B, recovery.
Just a few.
We'll be all right. It's fine. Actually, none of them were special teams by the looks of it.
One was.
That one's a special teams.
The bottom.
Yeah.
Two are special teams.
The thing is, though, you've got losses to give, Nick.
That's true.
You're fine.
That is true.
Yeah, let's see how that affected the standings.
It looks worse than it is, I think, for me.
CFC North 4-1, 4-1, 4-1, 1-4.
Currently number 1 seed in the Atlantic.
Look out. About to go downhill.
First and only time. for 1 week only.
That's all he's got to give.
CFC North looks very exciting. I genuinely have no clue who's taking that division.
Mm-hmm.
West has got a little bit of a gap with the Avalanche and Stampede both winning this week. And I still expect the Tigers to take down the South.
Yeah.
Could see both wild cards coming from the North. Never know.
Could do. The East looks like it's a fight between the Blues and the Comets.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's only one winner from the MFC North.
Something has to go horribly wrong for the Outlaws.
Yeah. And then the Spartans are currently leading the Sandbaggers, but we'll see how that comes out in the wash.
Well, the Spartans beat the Sandbaggers, right?
Yeah.
So. And then the other Sandbaggers are just behind the Razorbacks.
I need to get that second tie.
Does Glenn have a team in this league?
Get that second tie. So I'm 2-2-2-2.
Not only that, your points are nearly close enough as well to be even. Points for and against.
Kind of offends me that the ties are the last number. Don't know why.
It's captain average. 2-2-1, 1-4-9, 1-4-2. Easy.
I want Lee's record to read 2-1-2 for some reason, but
I think the ties are so rare.
True.
That's true.
Shall we Simon, do you want to go take a nap?
Yeah, see you later.
Did the Rivets win? Yes, they did by too many bloody points.
Hornets won. I mean, the Hornets are just as bad as the Rivets to some extent in this division.
Yeah, but at least they've got Trips and.
Well, he's been replaced now, hasn't he?
Yeah, but at least they had Trips.
Gary Stevens won.
Gary fucking Stevens. Let's take a look at the standings. Simon's just not going to say a word throughout the entirety of the Big Sky till we move on to the continent. Rivets 5-0. What do we expect? Packers 5-0 as well.
Yeah. They're only 124 points behind in the old points differentials. So.
Simon's Padawan is 4-1.
A lot of leagues being won by teams kind of expect to be winning them.
Yeah. I think there will be a change of the guard at some point, and it's going to be the guard is going to be the people trying to beat the rivets. The rivets are never going to change, I think.
Well, we can all hope for a very bad aging for them.
But then they'll just trade.
We can hope. That's what we can
Yes.
do.
Let's get Simon off of the bench and move on to the Continental.
Badgers. I'm disappointed there's no mushrooms or snakes in this league.
I mean, there's a Venom. That's close.
There's the Angels, Nick. That's all you need.
Angels racked up some more points there.
All you need.
Lots of points. They say points mean prizes, so. It's very much a week of the teams I expect to win have pretty much won.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I think this is pretty much as expected. And then
There's a lot of 5-0s in this league, which probably does show the dominant teams.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah, some new ones though. Angels weren't a 5-0 team before this season.
Not for a long while.
So it helps, I think, that the Brooklyn Park Bombers have decided to take a season off, but still.
I don't think we've seen the Eagles fight top of the RFC North for a while.
No, I feel the Highlanders are normally up there, aren't they?
Yeah.
Not to be confused with the Eaglesfield Thunderbirds.
Yes, very true. It's pretty open though as to who will win the C.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The overalls bowl I think is quite open. Should be an interesting playoffs.
Yeah.
Should we move on to the D?
Mm-hmm.
Simon Bowl was a defense fest or a fumble fest. I'm not sure which.
Snorefest, I think is the correct
Yeah, it was
phrase.
utter snorefest. Fair. It's a game that was famous for its ridiculously high scoring. And I believe my quarterback in one season threw the most yards a quarterback's ever thrown in gridiron. If I remember rightly. I think it was 800 and something yards.
Nice.
Which was suitably impressive. And I think the game was still close. Which might tell you something about the old. So this is, very disappointing. But not unexpected.
Lone Star was lost.
Yeah, to the Warriors who were on a bit of a down and out. That's quite a big.
Robert Barron's lost as well. What else we got here?
Lord of the Sandbags.
The classic aerial battle of the Zeppelin versus the Spitfires. Apparently, Spitfires cannot shoot down airfield blimps. So there you go.
That's fair.
Hot take from Nick. Yeah, I was pleased. The Warriors game is the game that made me happy.
Yeah,
let's see what
that's
that's
a big
done
win
to
for
the
the Warriors.
standings.
Warriors have looked like they looked really good first few games and then dropped off for the next game or one of those next two games and then beating
when's the last time we saw La Jolla third in their division?
No idea.
Tuesday?
It is idea. When's the last time the Lone Stars didn't make the playoffs?
Season 27?
They might have even made the playoffs then, though. That's the thing.
That's the most likely one.
Yeah.
Without looking too far into it.
Yep, didn't make it in 27.
Yeah, it's either going to be 27 or 13.
It was 27. That came off of a bunch of bowl wins. I think their team just died.
Yeah.
Well, bowl win, bowl loss,
Yeah.
bowl win.
I mean, that kind of looks like where they're at the moment, right? If you look at their records of recent times, 10-0, was it 10-0-9-1, 10-0-9-1, 8-2? Feels like they've just dropped off a little bit this season. All to play for in that half. Because obviously we know the Katanas are making the bowl.
The Sandbaggers. We petition Rich and Rich to just change Lee's team name to the Sandbaggers.
I think I predicted the Fury to beat them though, so you know.
Ooh,
Go Fury. 5
Furious
hours.
Phil.
Can you feel it in the air tonight?
I can.
They're gonna take down the Katanas. Telling you now. It's good to see Zeppelin have a couple of wins now.
Yeah.
Good news.
Take a look around the Empire.
Nobody wants your division, do they, Simon?
Oh, they really don't.
That's standard for every year.
Yeah. Armageddon Kings scored a few points.
R Cube lost again.
Thundering Herd lost.
72 points. 72 points. Disappointed in the Thundering Herd. They gave us so much promise at the start of the season.
The Jacksonville High Hunters won.
Yeah.
Do you mean the High Hunters, Lee?
District 12 Storm keep rolling on. Once again, lots of results we'd probably expect to happen.
It's as though by looking at these teams every week for a few seasons, we get a rough idea of where to expect the wins.
It's more like the interdivisional game halfway through the season tends to be an obvious one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess also like if there's the top two teams playing, for example, then you know, one of them's going to win, and we're not really sure which one. So yeah,
two teams play, one's going to win unless it's a draw.
Unless Lee Wood's playing. Lord of the Ties.
Yeah, but at the moment we have a High Hunters, Jaguars, Griffins, Red Bulls, plus two others at the moment on the BFC East side of things. There's only 2, 3, and 2 teams though. That in the wildcard slots. The other side, we got the Storm. Kings aren't leading their division, but also a bit strange.
Yeah.
Storm look well ahead of everyone else. Monarchs and Sharks must be playing. Have they just played, or can they be playing each other? They must be playing each other this week. Monarchs played Thundering Herd, so that'll be an interesting one.
Yeah.
I've just realised Lee has the only tie in any division at the moment.
I wonder whether the Monarchs have a new leader this week. Keep it on theme. Charles.
Anything else before we go to a wrap up?
No. I think next week we need to make some predictions though. We're at that point in the season.
We are indeed at that point in the season where the wild predictions become slightly less wild.
And also, whilst we're doing that, I can judge people's helmets at the same time.
You'll say, where's the helmet Super Bowl, Nick?
I was going to start it, but I haven't. I've got to keep on theme, you see. The other one hasn't started, so I haven't started.
Oh, is that how we're going now? We kind of promise something and don't deliver it. I like it.
Well, so if we start next week, then we've got 6 leagues to do, and we should get there during the playoffs / final. I think we can do it. We can do a league at a time, and we've got wild cards, playoffs, conference games, final. Easy. We'll get it done. We'll find the best in each league first.
And then we make the Super Bowl.
Starting with the G next week.
Yeah, the G's full of shit helmets.
Someone's got to go through. You got to have a winner of each league.
True that.
Okay. With that, it's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Goodbye.